Hey guys, it's Ryan from The Surfer's Journey. In today's lesson of the week, I'm going to focus on one key skill that you can apply to your small wave surfing, which will make a massive difference across a whole range of skills. And that one thing is to stay busy. I'm going to explain exactly what that means. And guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe now. And remember to comment on the video to let me know what other things you'd like to see. And remember that you can also follow us on Instagram or check out my website at www.thesurfersjourney.com.au. But let's get into today's lesson of the week. Now, staying busy when we surf small waves applies to actually catching waves and how we move around the lineup, how active we are in chasing waves and paddling into waves. But it also applies to what happens when we actually take off and ride a wave. We stay busy by generating speed, by performing maneuvers that allow us to stay on rail and maximize that wave's power and speed potential. And if we can do all of this, we're going to end up with catching more waves, which is going to be more practice. And when we actually catch a wave, we're going to have more speed, which means we can perform more maneuvers, have a good time, and those maneuvers that we actually perform are going to be more critical. And overall, basically, just improve your surfing in small waves. Let's break this down and explain how it's going to work. Now, the first point of staying busy comes back to what you're actually doing in between catching waves. You want to be staying busy by hunting the best waves that you can. In small conditions, we have to catch the best wave possible. That means taking off on the best peak position, so on the peak or behind the peak, and it means catching the biggest waves that we can. We want to maximize our opportunities to be able to perform maneuvers, and we need the bigger waves that we can get on those small wave days. Remember that the smaller the wave, the harder you're going to have to work to produce your own speed, because that wave's not going to give you speed and power, you're going to have to work for it. So how do we actually stay busy in the lineup? Well, that means trying to put ourselves in those positions. It means hunting the horizon, looking at the waves that are coming, and trying to get yourself into the best position possible. Of course, this isn't always that easy on crowded days, or if we're surfing at a reef break where the takeoff is generally the same. It's a lot easier to do that at a beach break like what I'm surfing here. But you can still apply those principles of being really proactive and trying to put yourself in the best position possible, rather than just being lazy and hoping that the wave will come to you. Because when you take this approach, your wave count will be a lot lower and you'll probably be a lot more frustrated. So now that you're taking a more proactive approach and actually catching your waves and getting yourself ready for those waves, once you're actually paddling into those waves, you have to be paddling in hard and fast. In the small waves, you have to be doing this. You can't be lazy once again, especially if you're surfing something like a small wave high performance board or even a performance fish. You really need to attack the takeoff. And this is a common thing that high performance surf coaches will teach their students. By getting up to your feet straight away, it's going to give you that opportunity to size up real quick what that wave is about to offer you. Should you do a couple of speed pumps and get down the line, or do you need to put it on rail and cut back to the foam? Every wave's different, so of course it's hard to say, but by attacking the takeoff, it's going to give you lots of speed and momentum to get started on a small wave. Now that we're up and riding on a wave, we don't want to stay busy by just flapping around and moving for the sake of moving. What we do want to do though is keep the board on rail, and to do that we are always cutting back to the power source, or once we're actually in that power source, if we have the ability to go top to bottom, let's do that. By cutting back to the foam and by surfing in the pocket when you've got some steep sections to surf, it's going to help you maintain your speed and momentum and allow you to perform your best possible maneuvers that you can on that wave. And in between those moments, you might need to do a couple of speed pumps just to help get your speed up. Remember that these waves aren't going to give you speed, you're going to have to work for it. And this is why you have to be really proactive to make the most out of small waves. Of course, if you wanted to make your life easier, you could surf something like a longboard and just cruise and stand there, because that board is going to give you the stability and the volume to catch whatever you want, and you're going to stay on that wave for a long time without having to do too much. But for those of us who are surfing high performance small wave boards or high performance fishes or boards in a similar category, this is probably the style of surfing and a couple of tips that will be relevant to you. And guys, don't forget that a lot of these tips are coming from some of the world's best surf coaches that I was fortunate enough to spend some time with. These aren't just my made up opinions, these are skills that have been taught to me from those coaches, and lessons that have been shared with some of the best surfers in the world, and lessons that are equally as relevant and helpful for the everyday surfer. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. I hope that now you understand how staying busy next time you surf small waves will make a massive difference to your wave count. It will also make a massive difference to how you actually approach your surfing on a small wave, and you understand the reasons why. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the water. If you'd like to start some surfing lessons with me, you can contact me on my website at www.thesurfersjourney.com.au, or you can email me at thesurfersjourney@gmail.com. Thanks guys, I'll chat to you soon. Guys, thanks for watching the video today. Remember to like the video and comment below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Thanks guys, I'll catch you in the water. Be sure to visit The Surfer's Journey and check out some of our other videos. Surfing tutorials from point of view, from the air and from the beach. And detailed, honest board reviews. You can also follow us on Instagram, where we post hints and tips.